is the ego.
Alcohol.
She's that bad? Oh, wait. Tell me more. Did that really happen?
Oh my god.
You're killing me. Is he insane? Fired her? Get me something to drink.
Alcohol.
Oh my god. Shut up. Is he real or fake?
Let's go.
I'm your host, Marissa Harlan, and you're watching After the Show. Welcome to After the Show. I'm your host, Marissa Harlan. On this show, we'll be having one-on-one interviews with professional actors and actresses, revealing juicy details. In this season of After the Show, we're diving even deeper into the drama-filled world of Dear Love, focusing on the new faces of Season 2. For those of you who have not seen it yet, Dear Love is a TV drama series focused around Malcolm Dubois, who's played by Phillip Bufford. In a world full of power, agendas, and deception, Malcolm must decide what he wants, love or loyalty. And tonight, our first guest. She seems to be the conscience of Gio. She works closely with Mariah Dubois, and she seems to know Malcolm well. Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest is none other than the beautiful Dominique Penfold, but you may know her better as Emily. Check this out.
Hey, Mr. Dubois.
Hey, Emily. How was the shoot?
We just finished 2 minutes ago. Everything was outstanding. We'll be headed back to the office after we break down, and we'll start working on the post-production.
That's good to hear. Where's Mariah?
Oh, she's talking to the photographer. I'll get her attention now. Mariah! It's such a pleasure to work with her. She's a natural at this.
Yeah, it runs in the family.
All right, Mr. Dubois. Mariah's here. I'm going to hand her over the phone. It was good talking to you.
Thank you so much, Emily. Hey, by the way, thank you for everything that you do.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
Now that's funny.
Gotta listen to the director.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
So Dominique, tell me, how did you land the role of Emily?
Well, first I was an extra, so I didn't officially become Emily until later on. And then Phillip asked if I wanted to do a little bit more, and of course, I don't know who's gonna say no. So I said yes, and here I am as Emily.
Did you ever imagine that you would appear on the 4th largest streaming platform in the world?
Absolutely not. When I started this, it was fun, it was experience. So of course I just jumped at it and started getting into different scenes, different episodes. And eventually here we are today, and we're on one of the largest platforms, and I couldn't be more grateful.
Let's talk hobbies. What do you do in your spare time?
So, as most people know, being a full-time worker, being a mom, being a wife, spare time is not spare time. But when I am able to create a window of spare time for myself, I typically do arts and crafts. I will dabble in different recipes because now I have the time to break them down and actually do step by step. I'll tend to find different movies because I do love movies. I am a movie fanatic. And if I can't find anything, when I'm in that time, I will typically pick favorites. And one of my favorites is The Fifth Element.
How does it feel to have this accomplishment under your belt?
It is amazing. I wasn't expecting, how do I put this? I wasn't expecting to go as far as it did. I was just looking for experience. I was looking for fun. I was looking for something to do to start putting me in the position to do more. And here we are today where we're on Amazon Prime and I'm looking for more stuff to do. And that's where I'm at.
Let's talk training. What was your acting training like?
My acting training was under the school that I went through, which is John Casablancas. And I have different commercials that I've acted, different monologues that I've gone through, and of course the show. And right now I'm looking for more things to train in, more things to get opportunities in as well to increase the skill.
How does your training help you prepare to become Emily?
My training has helped, I want to say, more so of my nerves. With the acting training that I've had, it's accomplished a way of me to rehearse and be a little more confident when it comes to portraying the lines and portraying the role of Emily.
Who is the character Emily in your eyes?
In my eyes, Emily is a very loyal character. She's a very loyal friend. She's a very loyal co-worker. She's a very loyal, just overall loyal to the group of Black Rose and of course the outside friends that have came along with the company and the corporation, getting larger.
What do your friends and family think now that you're a star?
It's a funny question because my family and friends, I'm not going to say they're not supportive, but they kind of have that mentality of like, I need to see it to believe it. And I don't look for their support. I really don't talk about a lot of things and a lot of my accomplishments, due to jealousy and all of that whatnot. So the main people that are in my close circle, they're extremely proud. They've already bought into the show. They're waiting for me to do more. And they're kind of like my little small circle that I kind of just tend to and talk to and give them my next steps and moves.
Now there's more to discuss with my guest Dominique, who plays Emily on the drama series Dear Love. I'm your host, Marissa Harlan, and you're watching After the Show.
Stripping. I've always wanted to be a stripper. They make great money, but you don't think I would make a good stripper, Q?
Well,
Don't look at me, man. I'm in enough trouble as it is. You on your own. Well, answer her, Gio.
So you don't think I will make a good stripper?
You were at Gio's party with Mariah and Malcolm. What was it like filming that scene?
Very nerve-wracking because I am next to very large main characters, and being more of a supportive kind of actor and actress, the spotlight's on me. So I had to make sure I was very focused. I had to make sure that I was on my P's and Q's because their spotlight is so large that I'm kind of getting their spotlight on me as well. So it was fun, don't get me wrong, but it was more nerve-wracking than ever because I'm standing next to Malcolm and everyone's looking at Malcolm, but they're looking at me too. So it was very fun, but it was kind of like, okay, don't mess up.
How would you describe being on set with Phillip Bufford as a director and actor?
Okay, so my character is slightly goofy. Not Emily, just me, Dominique. So watching Phillip be serious and super focused, it was funny on the inside, and I had to okay, you're Emily, you're not Dominique, chill out. So it was fun, but it was also he's being really serious. Okay, get it together. But working with the different characters, it was nice to see how specific he was, Phillip the director and Phillip as Malcolm. So it was very inspiring to see the two separate.
Any advice you would give to new actors?
Yes. jump. The word jump. If you are on that cliff and you're on that horizon of, do I move forward? Do I stay still? Where do I go? Just jump, just do it. Because you're gonna stay there if you don't just go for it. Now for me, I kind of just closed my eyes, shut my brain, and let my feet do all the walking, and here I am today. Not necessarily jumping, I got weak knees, so I chilled out on the jump. But for everyone else, just jump for it. And the other advice is to pray, to be humble, and to be refocused, because even though I'm at, right now, an all-time high for me because I've never been in this situation, praying helped me refocus and humble to figure out what's next. What is the next step you're going to do? And being humble because, yes, you're on a large platform, but there's so much work that could be done that you can be doing as well.
What have you learned about acting that you didn't know prior to it?
What I've learned with the acting part is there are a lot of hard work that pulls everything together. There is a lot of small details that I didn't think about, nor did, of course it didn't come into play until I saw it, and then we're rehearsing and it's like, cut. And I'm like, wait, why? And they're like, oh, it's in the camera. What are you talking about? We got to do it again? They're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. So just small details, the hard work, the production crew, just the amount of work they have to do just for a scene to look correct was something very interesting. And now that I know it, I'm a little more cautious of how things are set up. Other than when I began, I kind of was a little clumsy with a couple of things.
Dear Love is a complicated drama series. What do you like about it?
Exactly what you said. It is a complicated, dramatic love triangle, everything in between. I love it all. It's the kind of spice that I've been looking for. It's there's a lot of humor behind it as well, but you know how some people use humor to cover up some of the actual internal issues? I like that because it was brought out and it was brought to play, but it was very eye-opening to say, this is kind of stuff that we do on a day-to-day basis. It's just usually we kind of hide it. This show, there's no hiding. So I like the suspense of it. I like that you think you know what's about to happen or what's gonna happen, and then cliffhanger, and you're like, I'm gonna have to watch the next episode because clearly I was not following something. I need to rewatch it. So I like shows that keep you focused on what's going on, but it also is unpredictable. So exactly what you said, it's a complicated, dramatic series, and I love it.
How do you think your character of Emily contributes to it?
I believe her character contributes her loyalty. There's a lot of different things that people go through, and with so many things happening, Emily portrays the loyal person, and she also tests people's loyalty as well. Not in an aggressive way, but it's kind of in a way like this is a family-oriented thing, but you seem a little shady and a little shaky, and we need to figure out what's going on. So I like that she brings everyone back together on the loyalty part, which is something that Malcolm actually values.
Now there's more to discuss with my guest Dominique, who plays Emily on the TV drama series Dear Love. I'm your host, Marissa Harlan, and you're watching After the Show.
Girl, you tripping.
Come on, Gio. Spill the tea. Besides, you owe me. Lana shows up and you literally spit your drink out on me.
Ha! I object, Your Honor. I spit my drink next to you. Over-exaggeration.
Overruled. I watched Law & Order too. And your mouth missed its mark. So you owe me.
Well, my bad. Y'all know I don't like surprises. I almost spit my drink out when Mariah told me she was stripping. What do you want to know?
Everything. It's Lana. Like, whoa, Lana, dude. We haven't seen her in like forever.
Emily seems excited about Lana showing up. Do you think Emily is Team Lana or Team Andrea?
Emily, I believe, is Team Andrea. Now, me, Dominique, is more Team Lana. But I believe that Emily is Team Andrea because Andrea has been nothing but loyal to Malcolm. She's done nothing but be for Malcolm. She's the support of Malcolm. She's the love of Malcolm. And she's nothing but Malcolm. Now, I say that I'm more towards Lana because Lana knows the history. Lana is his past. Lana knows more Malcolm on not only a love aspect, but more on the business side as well. So I feel she brings a little more to the table. The problem is her loyalty doesn't seem to fit with Emily's character. She seems kind of on both sides. So I don't feel that Emily would choose to be on Lana's side at all.
Emily seems to know Malcolm and Gio well. Let's run the clip.
Right. Since Malcolm met with Mr. Okanashi, he's been different. Last time I saw him like this was 11 years ago when he lost his baby.
Well, if memory serves me correctly, Malcolm was doing a lot of partying back then, and disappearing is nothing new to him, so pay no attention to it.
Your memory needs an adjustment because I was there too. Shark only started partying crazy because you got him to do so. Before the gambling and the partying phase, he ghosted everyone. We all knew he was hurt, but what's worse is he was angry too. Malcolm wanted blood.
How concerned do you think Emily really is?
I believe that Emily is very concerned because she sees Malcolm as a big brother figure. So I feel that because she was there in the past, she witnessed the past, and she also saw where we are today. So she's starting to see the same patterns, and I don't think she wants that to happen for him because it didn't turn out that well in the first place. So if it didn't turn out well the first time, it probably is going to turn out worse the second time. So her being very concerned about Malcolm, that's like one of her top things right now.
Emily speaks to Gio about being best friends with Malcolm. Let's run this clip.
If you really don't know what's up with Shark, then as his best friend, I suggest you to find out. We all can see trouble on the horizon, and it's not going to be good for anybody that's on the receiving end of Malcolm's anger.
I'll look into it.
You better. It's your brother. If we can feel something's in the air, then something's about to go down. You're not the only one that doesn't like surprises, and Malcolm just got a big surprise last night.
Do you think Emily is onto Gio's antics?
I think she is, and I think that's the main reason why she called him out on it. And like I said before, Emily is very big on loyalty, so I feel that Emily kind of got into his grill because he's being very laissez-faire about the situation, and as a best friend and as you being there when he was going through it, you should be doing a little bit more than what you're doing, and it's not okay.
That scene speaks volumes to Gio and Malcolm's friendship. How would you describe a good friend?
I defined a good friend for someone that is supportive, someone who is starting to notice your habits and patterns come back into play, but instead of letting the situation draw out and of course shit hit the fan, they're more in the forefront of letting that person know, like, hey, I don't think we should do this again. Let's try maybe something different. And just overall being a supportive person, but also a person being aware, because we don't have too many people that have our back. So being a good friend means that I have your back. I'm here to support you, but I'm also here to deflect you from doing the wrong thing, if I can, of course.
What was your most memorable time being on the set of Dear Love?
Most memorable time, I would say when I first started, I was part of one of the first scenes when Mr. Okanashi came into play. It was super early in the morning. I don't know why I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was freezing cold. I got lost on the way there. Of course, Phillip was late. And I had no idea what in the world I was doing. But it was hilarious because Phillip comes in blaring music. He kind of flies out the car and he's all like, "Hi guys, I'm so happy you're here." And I'm like, bro, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. Can you chill out? But at the same time, on the inside, I was just as pumped as he was. But I kept my composure, you know, we're actors. So it was very memorable because I'm like, Dom, you're doing this. You are doing this thing and you can't back out now. So what are you gonna do because your bunions are frozen cold now? So it is something I will never forget because it's my first like showbiz, as they say. This is the first. This is where it starts. So this will always be in my memory bank.
Are you working on any new projects?
So I currently, in the month of February, just got done doing a Black History melanin photo shoot. I am looking for more projects to go into. I have a couple that I've applied for, so I'm just waiting to hear back from them to continue some of my work.
Dominique, I've loved this conversation and I look forward to more. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
That was my interview with Dominique Penfold, who plays Emily on the drama series Dear Love. Next up, he's part of a secret society and he's got plans of his own. Join me next time for my next guest. I'm Marissa Harlan, and you've been watching After the Show.